أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Okay, Aziza, read the Ta'awudh and Tasmiyah slowly and carefully.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Read the Ta'awudh and Tasmiyah slowly and carefully.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
A'udhu billahi. The ha of Allah is softer. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Like this.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله
Na
الرحمن
bache.
الرحيم.
Bismillahir Rahman. Come on. Ha is softer,
بسم
man.
الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yeah. وَإِذْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَالْفُرْقَانَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ يَا قَوْمِ إِنَّكُمْ ظَلَمْتُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ بِاتِّخَاذِكُمُ الْعِجْلَ فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فاقتلوا أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتكم الصاعقة وأنتم تنظرون ثم بعثناكم من بعد موتكم لعلكم تشكرون وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون. Alright, Jibrail, you read.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ آتينا موسى الكتاب والفرقان لعلكم تهتدون وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم إنكم ظلمتم أنفسكم باتخاذكم العجل
Yeah, fatubu
إلى
start from
بارئ
fatubu.
فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فقتلوا
Faqtulu,
أنفسكم
ta has a fish.
okay. فقتلوا أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك
No,
حتى
noon
نرى
will not be stretched. Lan nu'mina
لن نؤمن لك حتى حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتكم الصاعقة وأنتم
Come on, تنظرون.
تنظرون ثم بعثناكم من بعد
Ba'as, not us, it is us. Ba'asnakum mim.
ثم بعثناكم من بعد موتكم لعلكم تشكرون وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون.
Good job. Alright, Aziza, you read now.
وإذ آتينا موسى الكتاب والفرقان لعلكم تهتدون وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم إنكم ظلمتم أنفسكم باتخاذكم العجل فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فاقتلوا
فقتلوا.
أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم وإذ
Look. هو التواب الرحيم.
هو التواب الرحيم
Yeah.
وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتكم
Oh my God.
الصاعقة
فأخذتكم الصاعقة.
فأخذتكم
What
الصاعقة
zatta? What is zatta? Come on. فأخذتكم الصاعقة.
فأخذتك
No, bache, you are
فل-
wrong again.
فلأخذتكم
Wrong, very
الصاعقة.
wrong. Are you intentionally doing it? Are you teasing me?
No.
You little girl, read correctly again.
فأخذتكم
What is
الصاعقة
zatta? It is that. Say that.
فأخذتكم الصاعقة وأنتم تنظرون
Next.
ثم بعثناكم من من بعد موتكم لعلكم
No, don't stretch the lam.
تشكرون
لعلكم.
لعلكم تشكرون
Oh my
وظللنا
God. وظللنا.
وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من
طيب.
طيبات ما
Read the Taw correctly. كلوا من طيبات.
كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن
No. وما ظلمونا. Who will apply Alif Madda here?
وما وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا
أنفسهم.
أنفسهم يظلمون.
صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم.
Seek assistance with sabr, balance, and salah. Without doubt, this is difficult except for the humble ones, those who fear Allah. Sabr also means patience. So seek
Mm.
assistance with patience with salah. Okay, when we offer the prayers, 5 time prayers, when we recite the Quran, do zikr of Allah, then Allah bestows peace and serenity to our heart and mind. So there is a verse in the Quran, I am paraphrasing the meaning. Can you please mute your mic because there is a background noise, hissing noise, which is distracting. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, yeah, all right. So on Aziza's turn, Aziza's mic has a lot of hissing. His her tab. I don't know why. Jibrail, your tab does not have any kind of hissing sound.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, your background is very clean and clear. I'm not sure why Aziza's tab is so noisy. The background surrounding her room is so noisy here. I don't know why. Anyway, so seek assistance with sabr, balance, and salah. Without doubt, this is difficult except for the humble ones, those who fear Allah. All right. So when you offer 5 time prayers, when you do dhikr of Allah, when you when you do any action of worship, any act of worship like salah, like recitation of Quran, like durood, like zikr of Allah, then Allah brings serenity and peace in your heart and mind. When there is serenity in your heart and mind, then your soul is at ease. When your soul is at ease, then material hardships do not matter that much. Obviously, they matter, but they don't affect you as much as they affect a person who does not do dhikr. So, a person who performs salah regularly and establishes salah properly in its proper way with proper meaning and understanding, and a person who recites the Quran and does dhikr, his behavior on uh, his reactions on disasters and mishappenings in his life will be different from those who do not perform the salah, who do not do the dhikr, who do not recite the Quran with understanding. Because there is already irritation in their soul because of not remembering Allah. Because we humans are designed to remember Allah. If we remember Allah, we will function properly. If we will not
Mm-hmm.
remember Allah, then we will not function properly. There will be a kind of ache in our heart. There will be a kind of emptiness in our soul. We will feel as if we are empty from the inside, even if we are eating the delicious food in the world, but still we will feel unfulfilled. Even if we have the luxurious apartment in the world, in the city which we are living in, and the best facilities we have, we will feel emptiness in our heart. And that is why, despite of their progress, despite of the scientific development, despite of all these luxuries of life which the people of the developed countries are enjoying, there is a high suicide rate, there is a high crime rate. And why the high suicide rate is because of depression. And why there is a lot of depression? Because the souls are empty. So despite of abundant wealth, Our souls are empty because we don't remember Allah. Those who don't remember Allah, they face this problem. Now, since their souls, their self is already so much irritated because of the lack of remembrance of Allah, they just need a small trigger in their life. They just need a small, terrible event in their life to commit suicide, to get depressed more and more. They just need an excuse. So that is why those who perform or establish the salah, they are patient also. So seek assistance with sabr, balance, and salah. Without doubt, this is
mm,
difficult except for the humble ones, those who fear Allah. That person who will be steadfast, who will be trying to establish salah regularly, then inshallah he will also be able to cope up with difficulties in life, and he will be able to walk on the path of Islam with more ease and with more patience and with more sabr. He will be able to face the hardships.
mm.
The humble ones are those who are convinced of the fact that they will meet their Rabb and that they will return to meet him in the Akhirah for accountability. O Bani Israel, children of Israel, call to mind my favor, bounties that I gave you, your forefathers, and that I preferred you, your forefathers, above the universe, above the people of their time. Fear the day of Qiyamah, the day of resurrection, when one soul will not pay anything towards the damages of another. No intercession will be accepted on behalf of a kafir. No ransom compensation will be taken, and the kuffar will not be helped. They will not be rescued from Jahannam. All right, so there are some key points in this verse which need to be considered in mind. Number one, fear the day of Qiyamah, the day of resurrection. What does it mean? That at the day of judgment, we will come to second life again. After death, we will be given a second life again at the day of judgment. That is what means resurrection. We will be resurrected. When one soul will not pay anything towards the damages of another, no mother will remember her son and daughter. No husband will remember his wife. No wife will remember the husband. Mothers will not remember their kids. Kids will not remember their parents. No friend will remember another friend of his. No relative, no blood relation. The good guys which you hanged with now in this world and you had fun with them, they will not be there anymore at the day of judgment to help you. Because the punishment of hellfire is so severe that it will make the biggest Hercules, the biggest giants of this world cry like little babies. They will weep, and they will weep so much that blood will start gushing from their eyes out of fear of fire, the hellfire. And because of the fear of that day of judgment, everybody, including the messengers, will be saying, Nafsi, Nafsi, oh Allah, please save me, save me, save me. Even the messengers will fear so much that they will say, please save me, save me, save me. Nobody will care for another person. Only Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam,
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
even on that day, even at that day, he will be the only one who will be saying, Ummati, Ummati, oh Allah, my Ummah, oh Allah, save my Ummah, oh Allah, save my Ummah. This is the love and sincerity of our Prophet for us. Even the rest of the
Mm.
prophets, the rest of the messengers will be fearing the day too much. They will even be saying, Nafsi, Nafsi, oh Allah, save me, save me. But only the last messenger, Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, only
Sallallahu alayhi
him,
wasallam.
only he will be the one who will be saying, Ummati, 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 oh Allah, save my Ummah, save my Ummah, save my Ummah. This is the kind of devotion and love and emotion and enthusiasm of our Prophet for us. This is the kind of connection he has with us. This is the kind of feelings he has for us. This is the kind of mercy and compassion he has for us. Even at the day of judgment, he will not be thinking about himself, he will be thinking about us.
mm,
So that day will be very, 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 very dangerous day, and it will be a very impactful day. Everybody will be fearing, nobody will intercede for others, especially the kuffar. The kuffar will not be able to intercede for each other. However, in this ummah, there will be some people who will be granted that they will be given the permission that they can intercede on behalf of others. For example, Prophet Muhammad is the first person who will be given the ability to intercede on the behalf of his ummah. And many people who will be going to hellfire because of their sins, but despite of those sins, they are still Muslims. They will be saved and protected from the hellfire, and they will be immediately entered into Jannah because of the intercession of the Prophet. Number one. Number two, a person who fights in the way of Allah and then he dies as a martyr, he dies as a shaheed while fighting in the way of Allah, while fighting the kuffar in the battlefield. He will also be have the choice that he will be able to intercede on the behalf of 10 of his blood relations, 10 of his relatives. He will be able to intercede on their behalf. Maybe 10 or 70, I'm not sure. But there will be some of his relatives, his close relations, who will be Muslims, and because of their sins, they will be going to hell. But he will be the one to intercede that, oh Allah, I sacrificed my life in your path. Please accept their sacrifice and please do not punish my relatives. So Allah will pardon them and they will be entered into Jannah because of that relative of theirs who is a shaheed, who is a martyr. And the third person who will
mm,
have this thing, this trait or this ability, will be the one who will memorize the Quran for the sake of Allah. A person who sincerely memorizes the complete Quran by heart, he is called a Hafiz. So he will be the person who will be able to intercede on the behalf of 10 relatives of his, the close blood relations, who will be destined to go to hell because of their excessive sins. But because of that Hafiz, because of that memorizer of the Quran, they will be pardoned and they will be entered into Jannah. They will be not punished. Okay,
mm.
and there will be some other
Yeah.
people also who will have great status in the eyes of Allah because of their deeds, and they will also have the ability or the permission to intercede on behalf of others. So this is the thing. This verse is very important. These were the key points to remember. O Bani Israel, remember the time when we rescued you, your forefathers, from the people of Fir'aun, who severely tortured you by slaughtering you, infant son, slaughtering your infant sons, and leaving alive your daughters to be used as slaves. And this was a great test for you from your Rabb. Pharaoh killed the infant boys of the Bani Israel because he saw a dream that told him that one of them would grow up and end his rule of Egypt. So Pharaoh was like Adolf Hitler. He was assassinating and slaughtering uh,
Uh-huh.
infant babies, male babies of Bani Israel, the descendants of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. And because astrologers, some astrologers told Pharaoh that there will be a person, there will be a man from Bani Israel who will end your rule in Egypt. And that is why, because of their prediction, Pharaoh started to kill the infant boys in the Bani Israel. But despite of his
Mm,
actions, despite of his atrocities, Prophet Musa alayhi salam was still born and he was miraculously saved. And as a matter of fact, he was raised in the palace of Pharaoh. So the Pharaoh's wife, Uh, I think her name is Asiya. Yeah. So Fir'aun's wife Asiya uh, loved Musa alayhi salam because she did not have a child of her own. So that is why she adopted Musa alayhi salam when his real mother put Musa alayhi salam in the chest and set it on river Nile so that he could be saved from the soldiers of Fir'aun who were out there assassinating male babies of Bani Israel. So that is why Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam was protected and saved uh, by Allah through his real mother who put him in the chest, and it was Allah's will that the chest was directed towards the shore near the palace of Fir'aun. And
mm,
when the soldiers of Fir'aun found out that there is a chest, they informed the king immediately. The king ordered the chest to be opened, and they witnessed a baby inside it. When they saw it, Pharaoh immediately ordered, execute him. He must be the one who will assassinate me, because the the sixth sense or the instincts of a king are very strong. uh, a, a normal a foolish person or a person who does not have the capability or ability is not made a king. To be a king is not easy. So Pharaoh was no doubt a very intelligent and clever person. Despite of his cruelty, despite of his arrogance, he was still a clever person. So he sensed that this boy will be the one who will uh, just finish my rule in Egypt. Now, the Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun, was a very kind and loving lady, and she did not have any son. So she said, why are you trying to kill an innocent, cute baby? He is so innocent, so beautiful, because all the prophets are very beautiful, they are very handsome. Allah has made
yeah,
the prophets and messengers very handsome because they have to deliver the message of Islam to others. So, no prophet is an ugly one. All the prophets are very handsome. Uh, so, so Prophet Musa alayhi salam as a baby was also very handsome and very, very attractive. So Asia's heart melted after seeing Musa alayhi salam. So she insisted, and she was the beloved wife of Fir'aun. So Fir'aun accepted her insistence finally. So then Musa alayhi salam was raised on the money of Fir'aun in the palace, and no woman was able to feed Musa alayhi salam her milk. So Musa alayhi salam was not accepting any woman's milk. So the real mother of Musa alayhi salam just came to the palace, and Pharaoh gave a notice that we need a vet, we need a nurse for our son, for our adopted son, and we need a nurse so that she could feed her milk to him. So his real mother came as a candidate, and then when she saw Musa alayhi salam, then Musa alayhi salam did not cry, and he kept silent in her when she lifted him, and he started drinking her milk. And then Pharaoh hired her as a nurse, and he also gave her salary, but he didn't know that she is his real mother. She was paid a good amount of salary, to nurse the kid, to nurse the baby. Are you getting my point? So Allah
Yeah.
made Fir'aun uh, make the same person uh, to help the same person grow up, the very person for whom he was killing the children of Bani Israel. This is what, when Allah plans, then nobody can counter his plan, because Allah is the best of planners. Are you getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So there is another lesson which we can concur from this story, that if we are telling the truth, if we are on the right path, and if Allah wills, then nobody can harm us. If Musa
Yeah.
alayhi salam can be raised and he can be protected inside his biggest enemy's palace by the enemy himself unknowingly, then we can also survive the hardships and difficulties, and we can also flourish even though the times are difficult for us Muslims. But still, if we stick to Islam staunchly, and if we practice it properly, then inshallah no harm can happen to us. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So inshallah, meet you both of you tomorrow. Wish you best of luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.